Says going live. And now we're live.
Hello? Anybody out there?
Ooh.
Should we start talking now or wait?
No, we can start talking.
Hello, world.
I'm just making sure all these articles are available for later.
We've moved.
We have moved. We are on YouTube now.
I feel like I'm in a new house.
You're in the same room as you were last time.
Feels like a new house. Episode 20. We're starting on episode 20. Should it be like episode 20, like, I don't know, with something to signify it's the first episode on YouTube? It seems
It's
like
episode Welcome to You. It's called Welcome to You. I'm naming them now.
Oh, can we name this one Ethel?
No, this one's named Welcome to YouTube.
Fine. Hello, world.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Stream of Consciousness, a Rubber Mushroom podcast. I am Turtle Cube. I'm here with Turtle Dad.
I am Turtle Dad. I'm still here with Turtle Cube.
And yeah, we are here live on YouTube with a fancy little link right here.
We have a fancy little link.
Fancy little link.
We do. It's hard to remember though.
Well, yes, because that's a link specifically to this live stream. So every week there'll be a new link.
I don't like that note. That note's not coming out right. Oh, wait. That'd be me. That'd be totally me. That's better. Much better. Much better. I like that now. Being in the right fret helps.
Usually.
How was your day?
It's going all right.
I actually have things to talk about today.
Really?
Well, I sent you the links.
You did, yes.
Hard researched and deeply. I kind of found it at the last minute. No, actually, I didn't. I found my app has a cool feature. I can save links. So I just went to my saved links. I can save it.
Nice.
I should have sent them to you hours ago, but I did have been saving them all week.
Nice,
there are weird things happening out there in the world.
That is true.
Strange, odd things.
It is very, very true.
Much like this note. It's odd.
Right. There we go.
Welcome to the stream of consciousness. We're not quite awake yet. It's a beautiful thing about the internet. It's like infinite room.
But we are awake, which is why this is the stream of consciousness, not the stream of unconsciousness.
Oh, that's true. Okay. I stand corrected. So we still have just as many listeners as we had on Twitch. But that'll change, I think, maybe.
I think it'll change.
Or we'll send more away. I don't think we can send more away. We have 0.
No, we had a couple on Twitch.
We did.
We had a couple on Twitch.
We have 0 now.
Currently, yes.
Which means I can say anything I want and nobody can prove it.
Yes, you know, because this gets saved on YouTube afterwards.
Who really listens to YouTube? I mean, really? Who's out there? I mean...
Most of the internet.
But not all of it.
True. Just most of it.
There may be somebody somewhere that doesn't even know what YouTube is.
Very possible. Very, very possible.
They won't hear this great wisdom. Or this terrible guitar playing.
It's not terrible.
It's better.
So what did you want to talk about? As I'm just
Oh, that doesn't really work.
doing
No.
this.
Wait a minute, I got this. There we go. Okay, get the fingers off the strings. That's much better. Well, we could start with how was your day, dear?
I told you that.
You did tell me that?
Huh.
Terrible?
Long, really.
Mine was fast. This whole week has been fast.
There you go. I have now
just-
officially updated the description to have all of the links that we're going to be talking about.
Yay!
I wanted to do that before I went live.
But we could have delayed going live.
No, because we gotta. Well, we already did. I went live 2 minutes late.
Not bad. Getting better.
That sounds so familiar.
It is, and if you can identify the song, Who Mouse Gets Coffee. I think that was the deal, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
This girl's gonna get coffee for so many things. But since we have no listeners, it's pretty much impossible for someone to identify the song.
No, it's still possible.
Just
Just
highly unlikely.
much less likely.
So let's pick an article to discuss here tonight. Let's pick what are options here? Let's pick
all
that
these
one.
options. What one?
that one.
This one.
That one. Those UMass Amherst students should be beat. They are criminals, I tell you, criminals.
Well, that is rude.
I know, isn't it though?
All right, let's get this ads and everything right up onto the screen.
We get
there.
ads? We don't have ads. Oh, we can
Yeah,
put
we
it.
do.
Oh, because it's in the link.
ads from the website.
Yeah. So this is like, okay. So sometimes articles just like, I don't know. I have a hard time believing they're real. It's like, is someone actually like? So these UMass Amherst students were outdoors, off campus, not wearing any face masks, and they were suspended for a semester. That was their punishment for not wearing face masks. Suspended for a semester. They were off campus, and someone reported them. And they were suspended
How?
for a semester. Talk about idiocy.
But like, you shouldn't. Not wearing a mask outside is totally. There was nothing that, from what I know, there were never any rules saying you had to wear a mask while you were outside.
There weren't. They're not laws, people.
There were
These are not
suggestions.
laws.
But there were no rules saying you had, like, there were rules saying you have to wear masks inside buildings.
No, those weren't laws either.
No, there
I
were
don't think
rules, though. Not laws, but there were
There were
rules.
rules.
Buildings put
There
up
were
rules.
rules.
You have to wear a mask in order to
There
come
were
in.
rules.
There was never a rule saying you have to wear a mask in order to be outside.
I question the legality of all this. I just don't think the people making these, quote, requirements or whatever, whether they're governors, actually have the authority. I think they're abusing their power.
No, but the buildings themselves have the authority.
The buildings, you could say you
Yeah.
can only come in here if you're wearing purple hats. I mean, I
Yeah.
suppose a building owner could say that.
Yeah.
It's-
A building owners say no shirt, no shoes, no service all the time.
Right.
So.
Anyway, so these poor kids get suspended for a semester. No, they don't get their money back. And this is not a cheap school. We're talking UMass Amherst here. And it's like they were off campus doing their own stuff, and someone reported them. And they got in trouble.
You're eligible for an upgrade.
Oh, good. Good, I've been wearing out. I need an upgrade. No, but seriously, that like ticks me off. It's like, so now we're spying on each other?
Oh, we always have been.
Goodness.
We've always been spying on each other.
Who? Well, I don't spy on you. Well, sometimes I do, but that's a different story.
Anytime, have you heard of paparazzi?
Yes.
That's spying on people.
They make great chicken.
What?
Oh, wait a minute, that's Popeye. Never mind.
Paparazzi is spying on people.
Yes, but that's not the same thing as citizens spying on each other and then reporting each other.
That's literally what it is.
No, the paparazzi...
Citizens are spying on other citizens and reporting them to news sites.
No, that's not the same thing. The paparazzi... Well, paparazzi, yeah, but that's different.
It literally is
but
the
wait a minute.
same thing.
But the reason that's different is because that's entertainment stuff usually, and celebrity stuff, and Hollywood stuff. The paparazzi doesn't care what you do.
Right.
They don't care about you.
But I don't care about the paparazzi, so to me that makes no difference. I don't care about if somebody wears a mask in the middle of a street.
But my point is, somebody is reporting that these students did something.
Yeah.
And now we've got citizens reporting on citizens doing things.
That's been happening.
That's just terrible.
That's been happening.
That is just terrible. If you live in that kind of world, just
You've been living in that kind of world.
No.
Yes.
No, citizens don't report on each other.
Yes.
Only in communist countries where they spy on each other do you do things like that.
Well, from my experience, I don't know what country I grew up in, but this is not a surprise to me.
It's not a surprise, but it's a terrible thing.
Yes, no,
it's an absolute terrible thing.
But
okay,
I will. It's a surprise.
I will go with
it's
not a surprise.
It's like, no, I'm not surprised by this at all. And
it's like the woman who reported around here locally that someone at the post office didn't have a mask on. Oh my goodness! They went into the post office and one of the workers wasn't wearing a mask. It was a long time ago, before the mask mandate became a mandate.
Yeah.
Which is another question that I think is ridiculous, but. Anyway, so I was very upset with this, but it caught my attention. I'm like, really? Really? They weren't even on campus breaking rules. They were off campus. And the school suspended them. I don't know. It seems wrong to me. It just seems completely wrong.
No, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. Spoon is here!
Spoon!
Welcome to YouTube, Spoon. I agree that it is a bit ridiculous. I am honestly not surprised, though, because people have been snitching on other people forever.
They shouldn't be. It wasn't that way when I was growing up.
Yes, it was.
Was not.
Yes, it was.
You weren't alive when I was growing up. How would you know?
Did snitches exist when you were growing up?
Yes, and they were shot.
No, they weren't.
Site. Yes, they were not. Yeah, when they were found out you were a snitch, you were like beat.
I
thoroughly.
highly doubt they were shot on site.
Well, shot, fine, but you were beat, shunned by your friends, called a snitch, and no one trusted you. Now it's like a badge of honor to report someone.
Well, see, no, that's the thing. When you were a snitch, there are people who there are supporting your snitchiness, otherwise you wouldn't have snitched.
Well, yeah, they're reporting it now.
No, I mean, like, even in school.
Yeah. No, snitches never got encouraged in school. They usually did it because they were either ticked off or trying to impress somebody. But it was never encouraged. It was like, he's a snitch and you got a bad reputation for being a snitch.
They're ticked off and they're trying to impress somebody.
It never made a news article.
Okay.
It never made a news article. People would look down on that and go, you're a snitch. We're not even reporting on you.
I think what's more ridiculous is that the school decided, okay, you didn't wear a mask off campus outdoors.
Oh, look, guitar pick, sweet.
So now we're going to suspend you for a full semester.
Yes.
That's more ridiculous than the fact that somebody snitched on you.
Okay, fine. I'll go
I
with
don't
that
care.
One.
Like
you should care.
That would. Ooh, that does give me a different sound.
Does it?
But like if. That'd be like.
That's too loud, though.
You know, having somebody report something and then having somebody act on that report, two very different things. Saying, hey, he was being really rude to me, and going, you're fired because she said you were being rude to her, Hold up. That's very, very different.
Okay, so you're not so worried about the snitching, you're worried about the reporting of it.
I'm not the reporting of it. I'm worried about the actions taken by the school.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. I'm okay with that.
No one likes a grass. I don't know what grass means.
No one likes a grass. Wait, this is spoon. No one likes a grass. I think it's code. I think it's code.
Ooh, does YouTube have its own emotes? Can I
think
put my own emotes in?
code. I have no idea what that means. No one like. Let's see what we can do with this. No one likes a grass. I have no idea what that is.
Well, I mean, the grass is always greener.
Is it always greener though?
I would say it's always greener.
Where?
On the other side.
Of
I don't know.
the world?
Just the other side. If you can somehow make it to the other side, grass will be greener. Wait, that sounds like you're dying. Hold on. Grass is always greener on the other side.
If you make it to the other side, you're feeding the grass.
Not necessarily.
True, eventually, maybe.
Could be shot into space.
Very few people are shot into space.
True. But if you are, you won't be feeding the grass.
I'm just going to agree with that because it's so
Unless
ridiculous.
you somehow slingshot all the way back. I want to be shot around the moon when I die. Just slingshot me around the moon and burn up in the atmosphere.
I don't know if we could guarantee you'd come back. I mean, it'd have to be worked out so that makes you caught in the moon's gravity and pulled back.
By the time I die, I'm hoping that math will be advanced enough that you can like click a button on a computer and it'll automatically do that math.
Oh, I'm sure we could now if somebody knew how to do it. I'm just wondering if it's possible. Like, what would they shoot you out of? A cannon?
I don't know.
Like,
Trebuchet.
How do they get you? How do they get you to break like the gravity of the earth? Grasser, one who gives information, a squealer or squeaker. The origin derives from a rhyming slang. Grasshopper.
Grasshopper, copper.
A grass or grasser tells the copper or policeman. Oh!
Oh.
I had never heard that.
Must be a British thing.
Gotta be a British thing. Well,
That's interesting. I'm going to keep that, though.
no one likes a grass. No one likes a snitch is what it amounts to.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Which is, yeah. Snitches get stitches.
Thank you. Yes.
There you
Yeah,
go.
we're good there.
Spooky says, yep, British thing.
Yeah, British thing. Whoops, missed. So anyway, there was that article that came up. Oh! Go to the article on Oregon.
Article on Oregon. All right.
You either gotta love the Oregonians or hate them. I think there's like
The
Oregonians.
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 Which one? This one?
No, that one makes me hate the Oregonians. This one makes me like the Oregonians. Yes. Yeah, see, no, it's Portland that's the problem. I'm convinced it's Portland, Oregon that's the problem.
Portland, Oregon. All right, hold on. Let me get this back on stream.
It's Portland, Oregon that's the problem. Everybody else in Oregon has some sense, at least in the rural areas. Because parts of Oregon want to secede and become part of Idaho.
5 counties approved measures telling officials to take steps to change the border.
Yes, they're like, we've had it with Portland. We've had it with Portland. We're leaving. We're going to Idaho. Now, Portland is very liberal.
Oh,
but,
that's
Portland,
so funny,
Portland is
though.
where all those riots were, and they were like, oh, we're having a great time here. There's no riots while they're trashing parts of the city, and the police was ordered to evacuate and just let them have it. That's what was happening in Oregon over the summer.
Oh
and I guess some
gosh.
people have said, enough is enough. We're leaving. We're going to Idaho, and we're taking our state with us.
That looks like way more
So-
than just 5 counties and
Well, I mean, I don't know how big the counties are
Oregon,
in Oregon,
no.
but
Part of
part of
California
California's
there.
going with them, yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, actually, somebody actually voted to secede. Now, this means very little because
Right.
it would all have to be approved,
Right.
and the approval process is so ridiculous.
The election proves that rural Oregon wants out of Oregon.
Right.
If Oregon really believes in liberal values such as self-determination, legislature wouldn't hold our counties captive against our will.
Yes, they will.
If we're allowed to vote for which government officials we want, we should be allowed to vote for which government we want as well.
Yes, you should be, but they won't let you because the liberals want to control you. They want to control you.
Also, just looking at this from a state's point of view, you have your state here, and then half the state is just like, yeah, no, we want to leave. You're not going to let them leave. I don't care what you believe. If half of Texas was just like, yeah, we're going to leave Texas, Texas is going to go, no, you ain't leaving Texas. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what.
But what if a country wants to leave? What if California wants to secede from the U.S.? Who's going to want to stop them?
The U.S.
Why?
There's a lot of ports there, lots of trade, lots of tourism, lots of money for the U.S.
No,
California.
That's something we could do fine without them.
Oh, we could, yeah, but there's a lot of money-making things in California.
I lost my note. What chord was I in next?
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah.
We wouldn't let California secede.
I wish we could. But anyway.
I think we should make Puerto Rico a state.
That's been tried a couple of times.
Why has it failed?
I don't really know, but that was happening back in the 70s or 80s. There was a push for that. I remember. Big push. It was very popular-ish, but didn't go anywhere. I don't know what the reason was.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
It should be a state.
It comes up and it goes, and it comes up and it... Oh, Guam was the same thing.
Yeah, but it's like,
Guam was
we got Hawaii.
Yeah.
We have Puerto Rico, which has a higher population than Hawaii.
I have no idea. I don't know.
The whole country was founded on no taxation without representation, and yet we're taxing them for federal purposes. And, like, there's federal buildings there. The United States Post Office works out of there.
I can't help you.
It
I
doesn't
don't,
make sense.
I actually have no opinion on that, one way or another, if they become a state or not. Doesn't matter to me.
I think it should, just because the what's the word? The principle of it.
Because we're taxing them, and what's the principle we're working
we're taxing them. We took them over, and pretty much they have everything. They're even citizens. They're even United States citizens.
Yeah.
The only thing they don't have is the right to vote in certain elections, certain federal elections. Which just doesn't make sense to me. If they're that much of part of the country, they're just technically not a state. Why don't you just make them a state?
Don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. I don't know that one. I have no problem. I have nothing against Puerto Rico.
Does not make sense to me.
If they want to become a state, sure. So anyway, I thought that was funny. Then Oregon goes and does a stupid thing. Get the other
Oregon does a stupid thing?
Oregonians, yeah.
Didn't the stupid thing happen first?
I don't remember which order it happened in.
This is May 21st. This is May 19th.
Oh,
okay.
so first, yeah. They probably happened at the same time as got reported.
Probably.
A few days. So Oregon is the first place to say the state is required to have vaccination proof for maskless entry into businesses, workplaces, and churches. Tyranny, I tell you.
Wait,
Tyranny.
hold on. Businesses and workplaces.
Yes.
You might be able to fudge some reasons for that. Churches?
My point exactly.
I thought there was a whole separation of church and state.
The separation of church and state thing is very much overblown. Okay, that's not what it means. However, even workplaces and like businesses and whatever else this was here. No, you shouldn't be able to do that. Absolutely not. That's overreach of the government. Complete overreach. They should not have that much. Look, get this. They want proof of vaccination, right? But these same people don't want proof that you're an actual citizen to vote. What's with that?
They pick and choose
what they
decide is...
Oh, illegals can vote all the time. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, but we need proof that you're vaccinated or you can't go into this building and have lunch. If you do, you become a second-class citizen and have to wear a mask. How fast can I get us kicked off YouTube?
There are a surprising number of conservatives on YouTube, so it would take a while.
Oh, good.
It would take a while.
YouTube, you're an idiot. I think you're owned by Google.
Yes.
Which definitely makes you an idiot.
YouTube is owned by Google. I am against any sort of vaccination proof thing. I just think that seems kind of weird. Unless you're traveling to a different country.
Okay.
That makes sense. We have lots of other vaccination proofs that you need to have the tetanus shot and this before you travel to, like, Haiti or something like that. So that makes sense. In order to get on a plane to go cross country, you have to have certain shots.
Yeah. Okay.
So it would make sense that, you know, for travel restrictions and stuff like that, you will need vaccination proof. It's already there. But for
other countries can require it. I have a problem with states requiring it if you enter the state.
and that's the thing. I would have less of a problem if it was the businesses and workplaces themselves saying, hey, in order to come in, you need to do this. Because that's a private company, they can make whatever rules they want. I don't agree with that. I think that's stupid, but they have complete right to do that.
I do see your point. That's just like when they said, oh, you can only spend 90 minutes in here in this restaurant.
Yeah.
And the state said, no, we don't want people staying in restaurants a long time.
Yeah.
And they gave some kind of COVID excuse for that. I was like, what the heck is that about? I don't care if the business does it. You're right.
Yeah.
Business
so it's like with the mask things. As when Texas was like, state is no longer requiring mask mandates, there were a number of companies that delayed no longer requiring a mask, and that's totally fine.
If it's the company's decision,
if it's the company's
fine.
decision,
I'm okay with that.
They're like, hey, we don't feel comfortable, we would prefer everyone to wear a mask.
Yep.
Wear a mask in order to come in. It's like, wear shoes before you come in. I am totally okay with that. Whether or not I agree with it is,
if it's the company's decision,
but I'm
that's
okay.
fine.
I'm totally okay with the company making the decision. I am much less okay with the government making the decision.
It's all about government overreach.
Yeah.
How much should the government reach into a person or a company?
And that's where a lot of this is. That's where a lot of, and I think that's why a lot of people hate conservatives. It's like, oh, you don't want this, you don't want this, you don't want this, and the conservative is like, no, I just don't want the government reaching into that many things. If the private companies do it, that's totally fine. But I don't want the government telling me do this and
a
do
lot
that.
of people in the world can't understand that. I don't think they understand that thinking. And I think I've discovered that I just don't think a lot of people have that. Well, why not? Government's always been part of my life. Yes. Yeah. Because you don't live in a totally free country.
Well, neither do we.
Well, neither do we. No, there are limits.
I don't think there would be I think a totally free country would be like anarchy, and I don't think that's good for anyone.
Right, yeah, no. But that's a philosophical question we can address on a different podcast. But my point is that, yes, it's government overreach we have to watch here. Your rights are slipping away, people. Pay attention. I can get cranky. Can I get cranky? I suppose I could.
I mean, I can't stop you.
No, you can't. You feed me coffee, that slows me down.
It doesn't make it worse.
I don't think so.
You've been drinking coffee this entire time.
That's true. Am I cranky? I'm not really cranky. Spoon, am I cranky? I don't think so.
Spoon left. He's like, no,
left.
too conservative for me.
Spoon's out here. We scared away the British. We scared away the British again. Hey. Okay, so I think that was it. I don't think there was anything else. That's all I had.
I saw this really funny, satirical thing. I was like, Spoon says I'm still here.
No, he's still here. We didn't scare away the British. He's still here.
I saw this thing that just.
By the way, England's the place where I want to go.
I would love to visit.
Really want to go visit England.
I would love
someday.
to visit
I
England.
think that would be cool. I really
would love
do.
to visit. I want to visit England. I think visiting London would be really cool, but also Southern England would be cool.
Any
I
place.
think London is Southern England.
I would like to see the countryside too, though.
I would love to see the Scottish castles.
Oh yes,
that would be
that'd
beautiful.
Be fun too.
That'd be really, really.
Okay,
cool.
road trip to England. Not really a road trip though.
Drive to England. I dare you.
Yeah, that's kind of tough.
It'll take a while, but it's possible.
How?
You have to go across the entire United States, go up into Alaska, across the ocean while it's frozen, go through Russia, down into Europe, across the channel, the British-French channel, and then you'll be
how are you going to get an ocean on both sides? But no, you can go get the Bering Strait, I think, freezes or something. Is that it? There's a body of water that freezes.
Yeah, there's a body of water freezes up there.
Yes, that's true.
England has some good castles, too. You'll have to show me those because only the French ones are famous. Not French. Scottish.
Scottish.
I just called the Scottish.
You called the Scottish French. You're starting an international incident. I miss that note every time. So, let's see, what else do we have? I think that's all the articles I had. I didn't really have much else. Oh, I did send you.
You did have one more article.
Did I?
You had one more article. It was California.
Oh, yeah, you can show this one, too. This kind of is in line with the Oregon article. A county in California now requires businesses to track the health status, the vaccination status, rather, of all employees. And, again, I think government overreach is telling a business what it has to do.
Yes, but that's less of an overreach because it's only saying you have to track this. It doesn't say you have to do anything.
Not necessarily. Read the article. They're like, oh, well, if you have employees that aren't vaccinated, then you can fire them.
Interesting.
And the HIPAA laws, which is supposed to stop your health information from being shared, they claim don't apply to businesses. Only applies to other health places sharing information about you. It doesn't apply to a business tracking your health information.
That seems counterintuitive.
It seems counterintuitive, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's actually true.
Interesting.
So, again, government overreach.
Seems to happen a lot.
More and more, if you don't pay attention to it, they're going to take everything away. Soon we'll be living in places like England. No, wait, soon we'll be living in places like China, Russia.
That won't last.
Cleveland. I don't know. I just wanted to pick on Cleveland.
I don't think it'll last.
Oh, I think it'll get worse.
I don't think it'll
Absolutely,
last.
no, it'll get worse. Well, either won't last because we'll go totally socialist and then it'll be irrelevant, or
what socialist country has actually survived though?
Not survived, but the 100 years you're socialist is pretty painful.
Okay, I won't be around.
Well, I definitely won't be around. You might be around.
Spoon Man will remember this.
Spoon Man will remember. Okay. All right. Anyway, that was the last article. I've got nothing else. I'm done.
You did send me a picture.
What did I send you a picture? Oh, that you have to show.
All right.
That you have to show. This is good. This is my latest project. I'll stop being cranky. Oh, I forgot that picture.
That's the only picture
this is
you sent me.
No, I sent you another picture.
You did not send me another picture. You did not send me another.
I bet I did.
Did you send it while I was updating?
Coffee. I didn't say when I sent it. You owe me coffee.
You sent it after we were live.
That doesn't matter.
Gosh dang it. Oh dear. Alright. Hold on, let me get this picture. Alright, so we'll start with this picture.
This is the picture of the newest member of our family, the router. It hasn't even arrived yet.
It's so new it doesn't exist.
Arrived yet, yeah. I was thinking of doing a review of it actually. I was also thinking of doing a review of our new printer, which I think I sent you
No, you did not.
I did not send you a picture of
that. Do not
because I lost the picture of that. It's somewhere on my phone, but I don't know where it is.
You lost it?
I did.
How do you?
Well, my phone doesn't always save things in the same place. I think it depends on which app I'm using, and some of them are just completely unintuitive. You should know where you're saving things, people. Anyway, so maybe I'll do a review of these two things, the printer and the router. And we'll post it. We'll do a review. One of our podcasts will be a review of these things.
Why do your pictures keep sending to me sideways?
I don't know. So anyway, I was thinking maybe we could take a podcast and do like technical reviews.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yes, this is part of it. My bad connection recently has driven him to get this.
Yes, I was coerced.
He was not believing that I had a bad connection
into getting this. But actually, our router is probably like 17 years old or something.
Really? Is that old?
No, it's not. But it's built. We need a new one. So
here's the other picture.
This is, by the way, I just want to know, this is a gaming router. This is designed for high bandwidth.
Oh, okay.
It's really designed for multiple people, high bandwidth. So I'm expecting great things out of this. And the reviews, it's an Asus AX3000, I think.
Okay.
Were really good.
Okay.
It's been out since July. I want to say July of 2020, but it might be a little bit older than that. It came out sometime in 2020, I think.
So you can make this.
And got some decent reviews.
Bigger.
So, I'm thinking that we'll give.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice
now,
big router picture. There you go.
So we'll get that, and maybe we'll review it. Everything from how easy it is to set up to
how it tastes with ice cream.
That might decrease its functionality, but we could.
All right.
That's all I got there.
And how about this one?
Oh, this is good. This is my latest project. I've made a white box.
Congratulations.
It's going to be a new closet.
Nice.
We'll have a new closet.
Nice.
So, just wanted to keep you informed of that. I know we had some pictures previously of work in progress.
How resistant to cat puke is it?
The closet
No,
or the
no, the
router?
router.
How resistant to cat... You know, I'd have to... I don't know. I really wasn't mentioned in any of the reviews.
Hey, Tux.
We're going to have our cat puke on this router and see how it goes. Go, Fluffy. I don't know. And I don't think we're going to try that as a benchmark spoon. No, I don't think we're going to do that.
You should.
Cat puke on the router. Black.
That's a hairball. Try again.
No, not on my router. I'm not getting these things for free, you know. They have to pay for these. Now, if you want to give us
a
routers,
dog ate my homework. The cat puked on my router.
I don't think it works
I
that
couldn't
way.
get back to class. My cat puked on my router.
Ah, you didn't have an Asus AX3000 then, did you? That's impervious to cat puke.
Cat puke resistant.
Cat puke resistant.
It's actually just cat resistant. Cats don't like it.
Is that bandwidth 5 megabits up?
Looks like it.
You had like taken all the bandwidth. You've only got like 6.
Yes. That happens every time I stream.
Why so high? What resolution are you streaming at?
I don't know. I mean, that's normal.
30 frames per second?
Yeah.
What's your CPU usage at? 9%. Your CPU's not busy. You're streaming 60 frames per second, dude.
Oh, I am. Look at that.
Yeah, cut that down. You don't need 60 frames per second.
Fine.
Not now, but next time.
I'll have to figure out how. I don't know. I've never even touched that. I do that when I'm streaming games.
Do you need... I don't think you need 60 frames per second. I'd have to look into that. Definitely for this, you don't need 60 frames per second.
No.
But
no.
I don't think you can change it in the middle.
I don't know. Is there...
Yeah, there is. It's on the video. There is some... There is a place. Try video.
Video bitrate?
No. A video one. I'll have 2 icons down. There you go. I think under there you can change it, but you can't change it while it's running in.
Output video is currently live. Please turn off. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, that's where all the bandwidth is going. Thank you.
Yeah, because the resolution is only 720, according to this.
1280 by 720?
Yeah.
12 something by 720? Yeah, that's...
Base canvas, output scaled. Base canvas is 1080, output scaled is 720.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, you're streaming 60 frames per second is excessive, but...
Does he require
Frame rate
between 69 and 420?
Not for something like this. These are still pictures. Why?
Well, at some point, I would like to have video for this.
Oh, that'd be great.
I think
that'd
it'd
be
be
great.
fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Then we can do 60 frames per second.
I think that'd be really fun.
I still think 30 would be plenty, but it's okay.
Probably, yeah.
But we'll know. We'll see how our new router goes.
I also need a better graphics card because my computer likes to miss a couple of frames here and there.
Only a couple. In AAA, we're good. Nobody's gonna notice.
I notice.
A couple of frames in 60 per second. You'll never notice it.
No, because my graphics card isn't good enough to actually just straight up capture the screen.
Yeah.
So just literally not even streaming anything.
Yeah.
I have my game running here, and I can see the game on Streamlabs or
Yeah.
whatever. And every second or two, it just freezes for 2 or 3 frames, and then jumps to the next one.
okay. Can't help you with that one.
And it does it
What's
very consistent. I'm
what
pretty sure
graphics-
it streams that way
What
as
graphics
well.
card are you using?
I don't remember. But I need a better one, but they're expensive. I actually need to upgrade my entire computer because my computer is a very small computer, so it does not have the same ports that normal computers have. It has small ports. So you have to buy a special small port.
We're talking port envy here. What's going on?
No, it literally has less prongs
Oh,
available.
sorry. Different problem.
Yes, I don't have that problem.
Got it.
What?
Nothing. I'm just playing.
No, I have any of the slots I have for video cards or whatever, they're smaller than the normal versions of them.
Oh, okay.
So I have less options to choose from.
Okay.
Fewer
Fewer options.
usually.
How do you know when to use fewer and when to use less?
Fewer is, I don't remember.
Fewer.
I just know one sounds right and the other doesn't.
But why? What makes it sound right? Why? How do we see? We know these things, but we don't know how we know them.
Yes.
Probably just used to hearing it that way. But there is actually a rule.
Fewer is number, isn't it?
If you can count it, it's fewer.
Yeah.
So 12 items or fewer at the grocery store is correct.
Right.
But I weigh less than he weighs or something. I don't weigh fewer than he weighs. I weigh because they can't really count that
Right.
when you're comparing weights.
But
or something
when
like
you talk about numbers,
right,
my weight is less than his.
right, all right, right, or I have I gained how would you do it? Fewer. I guess it might be 7 pounds fewer than. You.
Find out next time on next week's Revolution Podcast.
That's right. That's right. So anyway, let's see. There was that. Did I send you anything else? I think that was all.
No, that's all you sent me.
Okay. And that took up 42 minutes.
40 minutes.
That took up 40 minutes because we started 2 minutes late.
Yes.
Done. That's it. Done.
Why?
I don't know. I just wanted to stop there.
I was enjoying it.
I know you were. I know you were.
Enjoying
I'll play a serenade here.
Who are you serenading?
Well, since Spoon's the only one here, I guess it'd be him.
Wow, not even trying to serenade me. Lame.
Okay. Blush.
Oh, man.
Plans for the weekend?
Yes.
What are they?
Work.
You're working all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I like this idea. I'm going to be doing yard work this weekend. This is yard work weekend.
Nice.
Although I gotta try to get it done Saturday. I heard Sunday's going to be like hot, 90 degrees.
Possibly,
Yeah.
possibly raining.
Raining on Sunday or 90 degrees on Sunday?
Possibly.
Both.
I've seen both.
Ah, well, still, Saturday sounds like the better yard work day.
Yes.
So,
Saturday
yeah.
does sound like the better yard work day.
Mm.
Now earlier this week it said Sunday was raining, and then like yesterday it said it was going to be up to 92.
Wow. Temperature just shot right up this week, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Kind of skipped spring.
Yeah,
you notice,
we
like,
did
the
that.
green,
We
just
did
kind of
that.
like explosion of
I
green.
know, it was like there was nothing, and
I
all of a
was-
sudden the trees had like tons of leaves.
full leaves, and
It's
I'm like,
like-
wait, they weren't even budding.
In
Where
the
did this
morning they
come
were budding.
from?
By the end of the day, we had leaves. It
Yeah,
was
it's
like, what's this?
What happened?
Yeah.
I was noticing that. I was driving
like,
around
what
the other day,
happened?
and I'm just like, holy
Yeah, I know
crap.
it just came quick. So anyway,
Spoon says, but don't you park your car in the yard?
well, yes. What's the point?
There's no R in those words.
He's right.
No, he wrote R in those words. You can't have R.
Oh, he put R in the words. No, that's
He said
spelled wrong.
Park, car, and yard.
No, there's no R. It's P.
It sounds like you're a pirate.
Park.
Don't you park your car in the yard?
Yeah, that's wrong. You wrote it in pirate. This part of the country, in this part of the U.S., we do not pronounce R's if the word has an R. But if the word doesn't have an R, we add one, like the word idea.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Sometimes. There's no R in sometimes. Spark. Spock.
Spoon says, well, I am British.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
What is the difference? Because sometimes I have a really hard time telling the difference between the Rhode Island accent and the Boston accent. But there is a difference.
The Boston accent has more of the R's in it, AH's,
Okay.
where the R's are. The Rhode Island just drops the R's, and the AH is not as pronounced. It's not
Okay, just
as
drop
much.
your R's.
But yeah, the real Boston accent is a lot of AH's in place of R's.
Gotcha.
Car. Get in your car.
Sounds very similar to New York.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean,
You
really
get that
not
stereotypical, I'm walking here.
I'm walking. I'm not really familiar with the New York accent.
There's lots of different ones.
Yeah.
Kind of like you can't really say British accent because there's a lot of different
Right,
British
right,
accents.
right. Well, to me, they all sound the same, but I don't know it that well.
I've talked to enough British people that they do
sound different. Okay, yeah, I would never.
I would not be able to tell where you are in Britain from your accent, but I can tell. Okay, you have a different British accent than you do.
Okay.
You have a different British accent than you do. Yeah. And sometimes it's just stronger. For some reason, some people just have a stress. It happens a lot with Irish. I've noticed.
Really?
There's some people who just have a stronger Irish accent for
whatever reason. Yeah.
I don't know why. It's like,
don't know.
It's really interesting. Spoon says he can tell most of the time. That's good. I learned a good way to tell the difference between the East Coast accents and the West Coast accents of the United States. Because they sound very similar. You get someone from the East Coast or you get someone from the West Coast and you might be able to
I think I heard this before.
But the East Coast, we don't pronounce T's in the middle of words. We pronounce them as D's.
Yeah, okay. Water.
What is this?
Water.
It's a water bottle.
Water bottle.
It's not a water bottle.
It's a water.
It's a water bottle.
Water. There's a D in there.
There's a D. It's a water bottle.
What is it in the West Coast?
It's a water bottle.
Oh.
It's a T. If you pay attention, the West Coast pronounces the T's in the middle of words, and the East Coast doesn't.
I'll have to find some from the West Coast and befriend them and have a conversation.
I've noticed by watching YouTube. There's a lot of Californian YouTubers.
Yeah.
The one I watch most is Captain Sparkles.
Yeah.
Don't watch him as much as I used to. Thankfully, because I watch way too much YouTube. But just listening to him for the longest time, it's just like he sounds like a normal person.
Normal person.
But then I was listening, I'm like, wait a second. He pronounces the middle of his words.
Oh, that's a problem right there. Then he's not normal, now is he?
And then as I was thinking of it, I was talking to my cousin who lives up in Maine. I was talking to somebody on Discord who's in South Carolina. Yeah. And one consistently that we all had is that we don't pronounce the middles of our words.
Well, we pronounce them wrong.
Substitute them. It's a D instead of a hard T sound.
I guess it is a water bottle, isn't it?
It is a water bottle. It's tea. It's
really
a water bottle.
Water bottle. Glass of water. Well, here's one where we put the D in there and forget the R at the end.
See, because I say it's a glass of water.
You said it's a glass of water, not water?
No, it's not water.
It's water.
It's water.
What's your problem with you? It's water.
Neither of them have a T.
You want to get a water? You want some water?
There is no T. That's why. That's why the East Coast got rid of the T.
The T as in the train?
No.
What T?
We dumped
in the
T
Boston
in the
Tea
harbor.
Party?
We got rid of the T, so we don't pronounce it anymore.
Wow. Wow, that was terrible. And our one listener is British.
That's why I thought it was funny.
That was terrible.
That's why I thought it was funny, because it made me think of him.
I feel attacked right now. That was not my idea, Spoon. I didn't even see that one coming. I'm on your side. You and me. I'm on your side. I didn't even see that one coming.
Oh, it's hilarious, though. I love it.
What T are you getting rid of? I'm thinking the train. I think you don't have any T's around here, but...
We do, though.
We do, but they're not very good T's.
Very few United States
exactly.
T's are.
Yeah, exactly. We're not big...
United States is not known for their public transportation.
We're not big on public transportation systems, right?
We really should be.
But okay, go ahead. Try to make money.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Public transportation should not be out to make money. What?
It's a business. Oh, unless it's run by the government or something.
Yeah, it's run by
different.
It should be run by the state government.
Oh, okay, fine.
Public transportation should be run by the state government for the people.
Then it's paid for by tax dollars.
Paid for by tax dollars, and then the people can then use it more to work more. You have less people on the roads, less traffic, more people able to go places. Benefits everyone.
I actually did enjoy taking the T to Boston when I was working in Boston. That was very convenient. Didn't have to worry about parking.
Yeah.
And my job was close to the T lines, so it worked.
Yeah.
The problem is it's not a very forgiving system. Right? So if you miss the T or the T breaks down, you're stuck. You might have to wait an hour for the next one.
Yeah.
So it's got to work like clockwork, or just, you're in trouble.
But even just going comparing things, like Rhode Island has a way better bus system than Mass does.
I've never really taken a bus in Mass, actually. I don't
Exactly.
know. Yeah.
In
We
Rhode
have
Island,
buses? Wow.
in Rhode Island, you can take a bus from anywhere to anywhere. The schedules are very updated. You're probably running a couple of minutes late because it's Rhode Island.
That's not bad.
But that's the one pretty consistent thing that Rhode Island has for public transportation.
I knew the public
They do have very consistent bus lines.
I knew the bus lines really well when I was in high school because I went to school in Providence.
Yeah.
And I used to take a bus to and from school, and I used to actually almost have the route memorized.
Yeah.
Because I had, but that we're going back high school 40 years ago here, so I don't know. And I never really took one in Massachusetts.
But the Rhode Island public transportation is run by the state of Rhode Island.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Rhode Island Public Transportation, RIPTA.
Yeah.
Well, the Mass one is subsidized by Mass. I'm not sure if it's.
But outside of Boston, it's not all that great.
No, it's really
Boston
not.
has really good public transportation.
It has
they have their
public
subway lines.
transportation,
And,
yeah.
if you know what's going on,
Yeah.
they have
Yeah,
good
if you know what's
public
going on.
transportation.
Once you figure the secret system out.
If you ever go to Boston, go with somebody who
Yes.
knows what's going on.
Yes.
Because otherwise you will be lost for days.
You're confused, like what? But once you get outside of that,
yeah,
like outside of Attleboro,
you need a car.
It's
You need a car.
Yeah.
Even Attleboro.
Yeah.
The buses aren't great in Attleboro
No.
because they're so infrequent.
No.
They're so infrequent. Attleboro's a weird city. It's like not even a city.
It's a city.
Technically.
Technically, it's a city.
Technically, it is a city. It's been a city for 100 years.
What makes it weird?
Just doesn't have typical city infrastructure.
Well, which would be what?
When you think city, you don't think rural Attleboro.
Well, true. I mean, if you're going to compare Boston to it, but don't forget, I grew up in Providence, where there are a lot of rural-ish. Well, not really rural-ish.
Hold on. There's rural in Providence?
No, there really is. I take that back. I retract.
I
retract my comment.
Where is
I'm
there?
thinking, yeah, no, there really isn't. No, let's make a bigger circle. Now we're not. There's no rural there at all.
I don't think there's grass in Providence.
There's a couple blades.
Oh my gosh! So your sister came over with your mom to watch part of Sarah's graduation.
Yeah.
And your sister was talking about your mom possibly needing somebody to come over and mow the lawn every now and then.
Yes.
And I didn't say this, but my first thought was, wait, she has enough of a lawn to mow? Because I honestly don't remember. I haven't been there in a couple of years, and I don't remember the lawn being all that big. I remember my uncle's garden taking up most of it. So it's like, wait, is there actually enough to mow, or could you just go over it with a weed whacker?
It's kind of funny. When I was growing up, that lawn seemed so big because I didn't know anything else. But yeah, now.
Yeah, and I grew up at our house in Attleboro, where I had like an acre of land.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's I could do it in 20 minutes now.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway,
I just thought that was funny. Where I was just like, wait.
I could buy Grammy one of those little robots. Just let the robot do it.
Yeah.
That'd be just.
It might fall off.
That was going to be too complicated for it. Yeah.
That wouldn't be too complicated.
No, for Grammy to run.
It wouldn't have to.
Well, you could put automatic ones. You could
because it has a little. And your kid Ronnie's still there, isn't he?
Not all the time. Yes, most of the time, but.
Okay, where is he?
I'm really not sure where that situation is. I don't know.
I don't know where else he would be besides there.
Don't know what to say about that.
You getting robot lawnmowers as ads on YouTube? That's pretty cool. Lawn buzz, like a robot.
Lawn buzz, yeah. We have a robot lawnmower. Do you know that? We'd have that. We have.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I think it's
You should play the video. I never gave you the video?
No.
Oh, I have to give you the video. Next
Has
time
it
I'll play a
stopped-
video.
Has it stopped overloading? Has it stopped?
No, there's something wrong with it. But I looked it up, and all it said in the manual was when it overloads, don't worry, it'll cool down and restart. That was all the help the manual gave. And so far, it's been right. It's cooled down and restarted. They're like, it could be the lawn is too high. I'll go, that's not the case. So I don't know.
You contacted support or anything?
I did, and
like,
they,
hey.
they were like, if the lawn is too high, it could give it a problem. I'm like, the lawn is not too high. Definitely not too high.
Yeah.
So there's no real solution to that, but I'll have to look into that.
Okay.
I am thinking of getting a new model next year, though.
Okay.
Got to save up a little funds for that. We're spending a lot of money this year.
Yes. No, those robot lawnmowers are really cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't personally know anybody else who has them though.
We're a rare breed.
Yeah.
Those of us that dare to do our lawn with a robot.
Granted, at the same time,
People are slow to change. They don't like change.
they're embracing change. What are you talking about?
People are not embracing change.
It's there.
They are not.
It's there.
They want to get back to normal, remember?
I'll try to remember the brands I see it at next time.
Yeah, remember the brands. I
Definitely do that. Because obviously they got to be big enough because they keep releasing new models.
Well,
so
it's interesting
people are
because,
buying them.
you know, as I was looking to get this one, I did discover that Husqvarna has them now, and MTD has them, and all the lawnmower companies have them.
Really?
Yes. So it's not just Friendly Robotics anymore, which, by the way, changed its name to something else. Robomo, I think it is now.
Okay.
It's basically the same company, but different name.
Right.
So, yeah, no, there's definitely more of them out there. They're still kind of expensive, though. They're about the price of a ride-on mower.
Uh-huh.
So if you were going to buy a ride-on, buy one of these. It's the same thing.
Right.
But you're not saving any money.
Right.
It's just that you got to you have to want to not do your lawn enough.
Does Robco have them?
Robco, that name does not sound familiar to me.
I wonder what brand. So I learned recently that one of the houses.
One of the problems is getting service for them, though. I'm having a hard time getting service.
Mm.
But anyway, you were saying one of the houses.
One of the houses that I delivered to.
Yep.
Beautiful house
Yes.
in Walpole. Granted, most of them are.
Yes.
The person who lives there has a robot mower.
Oh.
I haven't seen it,
Yeah.
but other carriers have seen it because her son is one of the lead software engineers for that company of robot mowers.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't remember what company it is. I don't know if the person who was telling me the story even knew.
Yep.
It might be the Friendly Robotics or whatever it is.
Yep. I don't know where they are.
Because I'm guessing it's that and not some
Well, I
other.
don't know if iRobot makes them or not. I know they're the ones that started making the robot vacuum.
It's a robot company from Fallout. I don't think there'd be enough grass for Robco to make robot mowers.
What was I going to say? I was saying iRobot. They make vacuums. I don't know if they make lawnmowers.
Okay.
I don't know if they do that.
But yeah, I learned that recently that the parent of one of the head software engineers from one of the robot mower companies lives at a house I delivered to.
Good to know.
I also delivered to multiple retired sports players.
That I believe. There's probably quite a few Patriots up there.
And a lot of Irish people.
Okay.
I don't know why, but there's a surprisingly large number of Irish in Walpole.
Can't help you with that one either.
This is one I really like. I'm not sure if I like their house. I did not like their yard today. They have like a 2-acre yard, so the driveway is pretty long. And as I was driving down it, the entire yard is just dandelions.
Oh, how sad.
So I'm just like, allergies! Because they're all like the white, so it's all the pollen.
Yep.
And I'm just like, ah! But I'm not too keen on the outside of their house, but the inside of their house is cool. I've seen it a couple of times when I've dropped off packages, just kind of looking through the window. They have a huge, like 6-foot, 3-foot tall fish tank. With a lot of really colorful tropical fish on the inside of it. It looks so cool.
That's cool. I used to have fish. Did you know I had fish for many, many years? And then even had a fish tank the first couple of years of college, too.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Fish are easy to keep. Well, certain kinds of fish are easy to keep, and then other kinds take more work. But
Mine lasted 3 days.
well, that is not my Yes, it did. I don't know why. Mine lasted longer than that.
Ashley's lasted 2 and Sarah's lasted 4.
4. Yeah, I don't know about
Our
that.
first
but
pets.
glad we didn't start with puppies.
It would have been easier to keep a puppy alive.
Maybe, yeah. Anyway, I used to do fish in college, and I did them in high school, and I had 2 tanks at one time. I had a tropical fish tank and then a goldfish tank. Goldfish are like easy to keep though. Well, they were for me.
We also had like prize goldfish, so I don't know how
Prize.
healthy. We got them as
Oh, you get them in
prizes
plastic
from
bags.
something.
Yeah, they were.
like,
Those things were traumatized when you got them. Yeah, I don't know how that worked
I
out.
don't know.
I didn't know that, Spoon.
What?
Dolphins will use and pass around pufferfish to get high. I think he's lying.
Interesting.
I don't believe him. Can you prove that? Do you have a reference for that,
What
Spoon?
is it about pufferfish that gets dolphins high?
I don't know. That's why I was saying he's got to have a reference for that. He's probably looking up a reference right now. I can hear YouTube going, let's find a reference.
I kind of want fish or
Like for dinner?
a reptile.
Oh,
Or something. No, as a pet.
I'd like a snake.
As a pet.
I would like to get a snake.
Do you know what Karen said to me last night?
I could guess, but tell me anyway.
She wants a pet snake.
Really? That's cool. You can get a snake.
We were looking at different types of. I don't know how we got onto the subject of looking at snake pictures on Google. But we were looking at snake pictures on Google, and she was like, "I kind of want a snake."
Snakes are fun. They're relatively easy to keep. You just have to feed them once every 10 days or so. But yeah, guys in the dorm had a snake. That was fun. I've never had a snake as a pet. I wouldn't mind a snake as a pet, but
I would like a reptile or a fish or something.
Right.
Something that'd be relatively.
something you don't have to play catch with. You don't have to walk. You know,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Yeah.
But it's just. It's cool. I'm taking care of it.
You just put it in a tank. You let it sit there.
You feed
Don't
it.
play with it.
We can play with it every now
You
and
can't
then.
play with everyone. Swing it around the room.
Don't do that.
No, it'd be bad. Well, feel free to get yourself a snake. But
I
don't let
currently
Delta
don't
see
have
it
a
because
place to-
Delta will probably try to kill it.
I won't let it see it till it's big enough.
Yeah,
Just
right.
get myself a boa constrictor. Be like, hey Delta.
Yeah, big boa constrictor. Well, the thing is, a snake is like no maintenance. So
Yeah.
a snake is just like put in a tank. And
Yeah.
that's it.
So we're like, I mean,
Yeah.
if I got a turtle, the only maintenance would be taking care of the water. Same with the fish, just have to take care of the water.
Yeah, for that you have filters.
Yeah.
So it's not bad.
So that's pretty. It's pretty easy. Tortoises
never
are even
had-
easier.
I never had a turtle as a pet, actually.
Tortoises are even easier because
Really?
you just need to. They just need to drink. They don't swim. Tortoises don't swim.
That's true. That's
So it'd
true.
be like taking care of a bearded dragon or something.
Can you get like a big one, use it as a footstool, like a big tortoise?
I don't know what size of tortoise you can get.
I suppose you have to clean up after
It's
them.
illegal to buy a Galapagos tortoise.
Okay.
They're endangered.
Oh, are they? Okay. I
For a little while, there was only one male left.
I bet he was busy.
He was. He has over 1,000 kids.
Wow.
He's also 108 years old.
Wow. Way to go.
He's one of the oldest living land animals. Galapagos tortoise.
I didn't know that. How long do they normally live? They normally have long lifespans like that, or was he usually...
It's unknown how long they normally live because we do not have very many.
very many male tortoises?
We don't have very many. What's the word? Places to get information.
Got it. Okay.
Galapagos tortoises are not common. They're found on the Galapagos Islands.
Oh, got it. Then we need more of them to study.
And we've.
So in 100 years, we'll know how long.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the current old. I think the oldest was approximated to be about 180 when it died.
Wow.
But that was just guesses from how it acted in pictures with that turtle that
Right.
were.
How are you going to know? You need somebody that old. You need somebody to track when it started.
Exactly. So they tried to track
Yeah.
it and approximated. It was like 180-ish.
Alright.
And I think the current oldest one alive is 160 something. I don't remember. It's in its upper. It's almost 200.
Wow.
Galapagos tortoises live a long time.
Do live a long time.
And I think it's really fun.
Yes.
That you think turtle or tortoise would live somewhere warm
Yes.
because it's a reptile. Penguins live somewhere cold because
Yes.
they're a penguin. The largest turtle and the smallest penguin live on the same island.
Is it a cold island or a hot island?
The Galapagos Islands.
Warm.
It's the Galapagos Islands. They're by the equator.
Got it. How do the penguins do?
They do fine.
And the tortoises are fine too.
Yeah.
I can see the tortoises living in a warm climate, but
The-
the penguins, how'd they get there?
It is the most northern species of penguin that
Most
lives there.
northern,
Mhm.
okay, because penguins are at the South Pole.
Yep. And they're about a foot tall. They're really small little penguins. But yeah, they live on the
Okay.
rocks. They fish around there and
Huh.
little
They set up camp there. I wonder how they
Yeah.
got there.
swam.
Just swam halfway up the planet. Let's swim halfway around the planet.
But yeah, there's like 28 different penguin species, and the largest ones are like 4.5 feet tall.
I guess that'd be a quarter of the way around the planet, actually. But anyway,
Yes. Halfway up the planet.
halfway up the planet, right? There you go.
Yeah, the largest ones live in the South Pole. I think they're like the emperor penguins.
Those can be like 3 feet tall or something.
You
Or
can
4
get to like
feet
4
tall.
or
Yeah.
4.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Which is the largest penguin. It's kind of funny. The colder the colder the climate that the penguin lives in,
The taller the
the bigger it is.
Really?
Because as you go
Yeah.
north, you find the
Oh,
different
that's
species of penguins, and
interesting.
they, on the average height, get shorter. The average height
Oh, that's
for
interesting.
the average height for the penguins in the Galapagos Islands are about 1.5 feet, maybe a little bit less.
Well, that's interesting. I wonder if that's actually related to temperature or something.
I'm thinking it is. That's the only
How
thing
would
I can
that
really
be?
think
Yeah,
of.
I don't know. Interesting. Okay. I did not know that. See?
Mhm.
It's very educational.
Yeah.
I'm done. My coffee's done.
All right, and we've hit our hour mark.
My coffee's done. When my coffee's done, the show's over. And my coffee is, well, I got another swig. Now it's done. Mm.
You interested in doing games tonight as well, or no?
No, I don't think tonight we're going to do
Yeah.
games. I think I'll skip the games tonight.
Huh.
I don't know. What were we going to play? Did we have a game set up?
Besieged. We're gonna go back to the.
Oh, back to Besieged. We
Yeah.
could do Besieged. I'll do a couple of rounds of Besieged.
All right.
You know what I want to do again, though? I want to get Mouse and do more.
Keep talking.
Keep talking and nobody gets hurt. Yeah.
You can do that next week.
Yes, I want to do that because I think that was cool. That was
All
fun.
right. All right.
So-
Well, that will conclude this episode of the Stream of Consciousness, episode 20. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for
our huge listening audience.
Yeah, we've had quite a few. It was most viewers at the same time was 4.
Wow, we had 4 people listening.
We
to
have
us?
live
Live stats.
stats right there.
We had 4 people listening. Wow, and now we're back to 2.
Yes.
Well, anyway, thank you for showing up. We'll be here again next week.
Thank you for showing up. We'll be here next week. Be sure to subscribe to know when we go live. There are links in the description of the articles that we showed today and just other stuff. Dad's Coffee, my website, our official Instagram page that hasn't posted anything yet, but will in the future.
We have an Instagram page too?
We do.
Wow.
We have an official Rubber Mushroom Podcast Instagram page.
I should subscribe to that.
There is nothing on it at the moment.
Really?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
If you don't believe me, go check it out for
I
yourself.
think I will.
There's a link to it in the
I've
description.
never seen a completely empty Instagram page.
It doesn't even have a profile picture.
Wow.
I made it and then got busy, so I couldn't do anything with it.
Oh, dear. All right.
Alright, well, thank you for watching. We're going to go head over to twitch.tv/TurtleCube to
And play Besieged.
some Besieged. We will see you over there. Have a good one, and we will catch you next week. Bye!
Bye.